Well, hello. Long time no see. I'm Suzanne from Making It in Maine. Do forgive me for my long absence. And having said that, I can't guarantee that it won't be a while before you see me again. For those of you who don't know me, I work full-time. I have another job. So this is my side gig, my passion. And I'm trying to get to a place where it's my full-time gig and not just a side gig. So anyway, yes, making it in Maine. I am making it in Maine in more ways than one. I'm making it here financially. I am making it here spiritually. I am making things with my hands here. Yeah, just doing a whole lot. I got a lot of irons in the fire. So for those of you who have been here before and watched some of my other videos, I bet you know where I am. And for those of you who are new to my Making It in Maine channel, welcome. And I am in my sewing room. Why such a blank canvas? Well, because I recently painted this room. It had been pink for a while because I had an enormous pink and brown crush, if you will. Just so enamored with all things pink and brown. A lot of pink and brown quilts. Used to wear pink and brown clothing back in the day when I still was rocking brown hair. Yeah, dyeing it. Dyeing it brown. It was naturally brown, but then I started to gray early, so I started dyeing it early. Anyway, enough about hair. I'm in my sewing room, and yes, I recently started an enormous project, which some of you know about, doing a whole floor cloth in this room. So all of the contents of this room have either been moved out or shoved to that side of the room. And I am going to show you the beginnings of the whole floor cloth project of the stenciling portion of it. I can't even remember if I've posted video about the beginnings of it and just laying the canvas on the floor. I think I did. Yeah. Why don't I remember? Because it's been so long since I've posted a video. That's why I can't remember. Maybe that's why. Anyway, let me stick in that video right now showing you the beginning of stenciling. Might be a little like watching paint dry. Just a warning. I just did a light sanding on the floor, the whole floor cloth that I am attempting to create, to make. Never been done before by me. So I am winging it. Are there things I wish I had done differently? You betcha. But anyway, I'm seeing this project through to the end. So as I said, I just did a light sanding, and this is a stencil brush, and this is the stencil design that I am putting on the floor. So I've never done stenciling before, so we're gonna see how this goes. yeah, I hope it turns out well. Yeah. Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. I hope this turns out well. So stay tuned. Thought I would just give you a view of the floor. So wish I had done joining the pieces differently. Wish I had not overlapped seams, but I did. If I had it to do again, I would just butt them. Do you see that gorgeous maple tree outside my sewing room window? So I am doing, I would say about 2/3 of the room initially. That's all that will get done this year. And then over there is everything that has been shoved to the side. So I'm going to start up in that corner right there, and we'll see how it goes. I was going to just use wall paint, but when I got reading more about stenciling, it says that, you know, one of the common mistakes is using the wrong paint. And they said to use a thick acrylic paint. So that is what I bought today, just a craft acrylic paint. I got 2 different colors. What is this one called? Deep Marine. Deep Marine, and this one is called Tea Rose. And these are colors that are in the curtains I made for this room. Curtains I made and have not yet finished for both windows. We don't need to talk about that right now. Just got to figure out how to get into the paint. Okay. Well, I think I'll just do what I did a second ago, which is just unscrew the cap instead of trying to. Okay, here goes some marine blue. Oopsies. And boy, it's hard to see the stencil. I might have to get some better light going on in this place, in this room. And here goes a little bit of the tea rose. That is a thicker consistency than the marine blue. I like the consistency of this one better. It is much thicker. So I also bought a package of smaller stencil brushes, which I'm glad I did, so that I can do the small center. I think I will begin with that. Gotta get out of my shadow. So it says to dab your there we go, to dab your brush onto paper towel, and then it says to use a swirling motion so you don't have bleeding. Ooh, so let's have a peek and see how good the circle is. It's quite good. Quite good. Might need to wipe off a little bit more going forward, but you know what? And I'm feeling like I should have left the pink to do last. but I've got to back the camera up. Back it up, back it up. Okay. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. Let's move these things out of the way. I need... Hope that is not going to go through. Don't mind me talking to myself here. Okay. Let's begin with the blue. And gotta tap it off on there. That makes more sense to me. Okay, here goes nothing. Here goes nothing. Swirling. Swirling. Wonder if I should be using a smaller brush. Oh, I don't know, friends. I don't know. All right, let's pick that up and see what it looks like. Can you see? Yeah, I guess you can. Yeah, it is bleeding through a bit. Bleeding through a bit. Does that mean I have too much paint on my... Ooh, friends, this is pretty scary. Pretty scary. Maybe I need to try a smaller brush. Go try the largest of the brushes in my kit, my package. Definitely do not want to do a second coat on definitely don't want to do a second coat. I guess some of them are going to... Ooh, I gotta open the window more. It is hot. Definitely need some better light. Need some better light. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Got into the pink area. The pink circle. Definitely not being done by a professional. Oh, boy. Oh, well, what you gonna do? Do our best, eh? Just do our best. Phew! Tell you, it's a warm day. It is a warm October day. I need to use my little brush when I'm near the pink. Phew. Of course, I could be having a hot flash. Now this could figuratively and literally be like watching paint dry, right? I stopped at and got some delightful organic salad greens, some mixed greens, and some mustard greens, and some arugula on my way home from my Buddhist discussion meeting today. Oh, and some of my favorite salad turnips. They were gorgeous because mine have all been harvested and eaten. So it was very exciting to find those beauties today. So it's been a very nice Saturday so far. All right. We're almost all done the blue part. It's going to take me quite a while to do this whole floor cloth. Oh. Hey, let me know if you've ever attempted some crazy project, some crazy large project. Don't be shy. Log in, sign in, leave me a comment. I can put myself out there with my craziness. You can put yourself out there too. And I'm not suggesting that you're crazy, because I don't really think I'm crazy. Just think sometimes some of the things I do might be a little, I don't know, questionable. That point is looking kind of funny, but we're gonna leave it. And let's get some more pink. Some more pink for our little pink circles. All right. Truth or dare? All right, let's peel it away and see what it looks like. Let's see what it looks like. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Boom. Well, it's definitely bleeding a little bit, but what do you think? I sure hope I like this when I'm all done. Oh my goodness, I surely hope I do. Now let's see. I should do some wiping. Some wiping off the back side of this. I think I need to get a piece of paper or something to lay this down on so I can wipe it. Yes, I've got to figure that out. All right, friends, that's it for the moment. I'll be back. Well, I have made a decision as I'm about to start my second star. I am not going to continue with the pink. Though it's not a bad shade of pink, I've just decided to go with a dark brown instead. Yeah, so that is what I have decided. Dark brown, possibly a tan. But I'm definitely not going to continue with the pink. So, well, that ended up being a terribly false statement. I tested out the brown and the tan on a scrap piece of canvas, and I decided the brown just made everything way too dark, and I decided that the tan also made it too dark. The tan wasn't bad, but I decided not to go that route. My statement about not continuing with the pink was also false, at least temporarily. You'll see later. So, we shall continue. I think I'll probably get faster as I go along, maybe. Ooh, 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 ooh. Did you see that slide? Ooh, ooh, ooh. I hope that didn't fudge things up. I can see that it did not. I'll have to go back and touch that up a bit, I guess. Because, yeah, too hard to explain. Too hard to explain. I'll just hold down on the stencil so it's less likely to move from that side. Could have taped both sides. Just got to be careful not to go in the circle. It's almost Halloween. Did we already have a discussion about this? I kind of feel like we may have talked about Halloween. I may have talked about Halloween in my last video. I'm not crazy about Halloween at all. But if people are into it, if they enjoy it, that's okay with me. Let me know in the area where I live in Maine, there are quite a few people who like those great big skeletons. Do you have any in your area? Maybe you have one. I was at my chiropractor the other day and we got talking about Halloween, and he said he would love to have one of those great big skeletons on his lawn. Which, he's a chiropractor, so kind of makes complete and utter sense in my mind for him to have one. He said they're quite expensive, and he said he was afraid it would get stolen. His practice is in a college town, and there's, I guess, a pub or a brewery across from his office, so I guess he thinks that those are, I don't know, people who might steal a skeleton, though I think it could have nothing to do with those two things. I think if somebody wants to steal a skeleton, it's not going to mean not going to mean that they are college students or bar hoppers. But anywho, All right. I hope I'm not making this worse by going over them again, but I feel like some of them are much darker than others. Like that one is super dark. Super dark. All right, ready to peel this one away and see how it looks. Let's go. Guess they're all going to be a little bit bleedy. See, this is the place I was talking about up there, where they don't come together. Oh, gonna have to use a much skinnier brush up there to get that, and I went over. Anywho, gonna keep going. Going to keep going. I'm a little worried that this room is not square because I think I need to wipe the stencil off in between each session. Because it's definitely bleeding through. Maybe I'm still using too much paint. Maybe I need to, instead of swirling it around on my paper plate, maybe I need to swirl it around on the paper towel like the video said. So, now I don't have my circles to show me where to line up. I do have that though. I do have those two marks. I should put two little pieces of tape on this side too. Shucks, I wish I had some brown. I had some old paint that I threw away not long ago because I got it out and it was yeah, very old and not in good condition. I think I'm going to try the small brush. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, they said a lot of people want to pounce like that. Can you see that? Pounce when they do stencils, but I don't know. The company that I bought the stencil from said that's not a good thing to do because I think maybe the bristles can get under the stencil. I don't know. I don't know if I like the smaller brush isn't as stiff. I like yeah, I think I've put maybe too much paint on. I don't know. I don't know. Learn as I go. I'll have a lot of the kinks out in case you want to try something like this. Or a lot of the kinks out, maybe. All right. I think I better stop the video so you don't get bored out of your brain. And here is what I accomplished on my first day of floor stenciling. So it goes over to there and over to there. And I'll take you in a little bit closer. It is far from perfect. Some of the paint bled underneath the stencil, but I am okay with that because this has been so long in the making. And yeah, I am just super happy to have it started, and yeah, a long time dream becoming a reality. So stay tuned for more. Okay, what did you think? Was it like watching paint dry, or were you fascinated, or were you screaming behind the scenes, "What are you doing? Don't do that"? If you've stenciled before, you could have been yelling at me. This is far from perfect. It is a never been done before by me, flying by the seat of my pants. And oh my goodness, at some point when I was working my way across the floor, I don't know what happened. I don't know if for some bizarre reason I decided to skip a square, but it then threw everything off after it. And where I am at now, I'm at a corner. So I'm going down basically, I don't know, 2/3 of the room or half of the room. I don't even know, maybe half of the room. So I just want to make sure that that side bordering the unfinished portion is straight and good, so I am not plagued with fudging my rest of the way through this stenciling process. I don't know what I did, why. I've said this before in previous videos. I don't know why sometimes I do the things I do. Help! Oh well. Oh well. I am going to be so darn glad when this floor is done. I'm not going to show you all the imperfections, and some places are darker than others. I obviously laid more paint on the brush than other areas. Yeah, so I'll spin you around to see. So here is the floor so far. That's the edge. That's the side I'm talking about that I do not want to have to struggle getting right from there on over and down. So anyway, there's that side, and here is the edge by the door. So I'm working this way, and that way will be waiting until after I put some water-based polyurethane on this portion of the floor. So that's where I'm at. And I was going to try to wash away the pink because I decided I didn't want to go with pink. And for a while I thought, well, I just won't have any circles in the center of the star-like shapes at all. And I thought I would paint the base floor paint over those circle areas. And I just decided it would be a gazillion times easier if I just did everything in the blue. So that's what I'm doing. There you have it. That is going to be a wrap for now. For my whole floor cloth videoing. The next time I show you more of the floor will probably be when I finish this half of the room, and maybe not even till I've gotten some of the water-based poly on it. I hope you have enjoyed my crazy venture here in my sewing room. And if you like the craziness that you see on my channel, Making It in Maine, I hope you will subscribe. If you know anybody else who likes my craziness, you can share this video with them and perhaps they will watch and subscribe. I'd love it if you'd give me a thumbs up if you like what you're seeing on my channel. If you want notifications when a new video lands, you would want to subscribe and be logged in to get those notifications. You just click that bell icon for those notifications, because I'm random right now, just random, and hope to be less random in the future. But for right now, it's just got to be this way. So I apologize for those of you who want more consistency. I know I follow some other YouTube channels, and I wait for their next video and feel, frustrated sometimes how long I'm waiting to see a new one for those channels that are a little bit less consistent also, or those who only post a video every 2 months. But anyway, I hope you'll stick with me, and hope you'll stop back again. In the meantime, from my heart to yours, bye for now.